Welcome everybody to Casual Gamer Rolls. Let's get straight into qualifying here, and I'll introduce it while we do this. We are, of course, in round 9 of F1 2017 career mode. My name is Ben Waterworth. The driver that we are watching right now is Ben Waterworth. He drives for Ferrari. We've had an absolute shitter of a season, of course. We've retired from the first 10 Grand Prix of the year. We won in Hungary as we try and win the remaining 10 races of the year to see if we can win the championship, which we won't. But whoa, as I get a huge slide out of that Eau Rouge section. But anyway, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Good news is that upgrade that we put in the car a long time ago in the chassis side of things worked, and so that's been put in the car. Not that's really going to do a whole lot. Also got the fastest car in the sport, so the next 2 Grand Prix, Belgium here and Italy, should very much suit our tightly packaged red machine. And whether or not we can get a pole here or not, we should at least be able to get the race victory no matter what happens here. And we also have a brand spanking new rival, and for once it's not a Mercedes driver, it's Dan Ricciardo, our fellow Aussie who we overtook in Hungary to take the race victory. The guy who is only 7 points behind in the championship, behind our teammate Vettel. And finally, we have somebody a little bit different to go after, which I'm a little bit excited for. Everybody say hi to Cousin Johnny. We haven't seen him in a while. There he is. Thanks, Cousin Johnny. And we are streaking away here in terms of having a lead on the pole position front. And unless I bin it at the bus stop, we have got pole position in the bag and then some. And this is what happens when you have the fastest engine, the second best package in the sport. You cream your rivals. Look how far ahead we are. Boom shakalaka. Thank you very much. And we take our 8th pole of the year. That's simple. And we obviously get a nice little handy lead. 1.8 seconds. So, yeah. Anyway, let's move on. I know what I'm doing. Sorry, I'm just a bit distracted here. Alrighty. Okay. Silence is golden, I know, folks. But anyway, so we want to try and win 10 Grand Prix in a row. We've done 9 in a row. It's just Japan that's going to be the bitch one. And of course also Singapore. We have to put it all together there in Singapore. Yep. Can't believe that Emma went off at us. Again, we had like won our first Grand Prix of the year. She doesn't go off at us at all in the first 10 races when we didn't finish. Stupid woman. Alright, looks like we're going to dry one. That's good. And I don't see why we're not going to thrash our way here through unless we have any sort of some sort of mistake or anything along those lines. Alrighty. And we are ready to go. Cool. Now, how's our rich mode looking? Yeah, we don't need it. It's all good, bro. It's all good. And we are all go. Alright, no chop time this needed. We've got the inside line straight down the run into last source. And that should easily put us straight into the lead like so. And as quick as you like, here we go. Could have probably tried to take Vettel out, but didn't want to compromise our race as well. Gee, we're sliding a lot more into Eau Rouge than we usually do. Interesting. Look how much we're pulling away from Lulu. Streaking away. Easy as you like. Yes, it is an excellent start, Jeffrey. Thank you very much for noticing. I appreciate that. 1.5 seconds ahead at the top of the hill, if you don't mind. And that is called dominance. I wonder how that would be done in the actual F1 media fray. 10 retirements in a row, and you come out and dominate this much after 2 rounds into the second half. We're aiming for top 5 this season. Obviously, the team want us to finish in the top 3 overall, which, look, we'll try our best. If we can pull off a miracle championship win, we'll take it, but we're not going to get a championship win being 160-odd points down with 10 rounds remaining. That is just way too much of a mountain to climb. So we're just going to try our best, have the ultimate second half of the season, just to save our Ferrari seat and go into our final season next season being in the best possible position to try and win every Grand Prix. We wanted to do that this season, didn't we? But clearly that was pretty much gone in Australia. Just how different it could have been if I had not binned it in that final corner at Albert Park and gone on to win that Grand Prix. Then we wouldn't have had all these issues. But as we like to say here on Casual Gamer Oz, if ifs and buts were candy and nuts, then we'd all have a merry little Christmas. 3.1 seconds clear at the end of one lap. Pretty decent. Let's put into rich mode and get ourselves even further ahead. Why the F not? God, that feels beautiful coming through Air Rouge. How much we are ahead. It's this section of the circuit that really suits our car. So we crank up to 330 Ks. Looking forward to Monza, because last year Monza, you know what we did? We crashed it in qualifying and ended up finishing last on the grid. But we ran it from 20th to 1st and won that Grand Prix. Probably my best ever victory here on Casual Gamer Oz. So hopefully this time around we won't bend it in qualifying. And we can just go all the way, mate. And win ourselves a pretty little Grand Prix. A little bit too much curb there. As we just waltz away at the front here in Belgium. Absolutely dominating this one. 1.5 seconds a lap clear. 1.5 seconds I should say clear on qualifying to take pole. And look how far ahead. We're 5.4 seconds clear. It's not even 2 laps in. Waltzing away. Absolutely waltzing away. So how you develop that engine, and this is what happens. You saw it in when we were in Toro Rosso days, how good it was. And we're going to come across the line and set the fastest lap, and then some. A 1:45.867. Absolutely creaming the field right now. That purple map to the left of us feels good. As we move up once again through Eau Rouge. And that big slide through there through qualifying, so we could have been even faster, of course, during qualifying if we hadn't lost the car slightly coming through there. How's our time looking here? Purple again. It's by 1/10. But we'll take it. Alright. 8 seconds clear of Hamilton. Wow. Even I'm surprised at that. Only we could have stuck it through the season. Oh well, at least we're getting race wins. That's the main thing. Kerbalicious across there. Car is feeling fantastic. Cousin Johnny's house, everybody on the left. We go purple again by 3 hundredths. 3 tiny little hundredths. Actually lost some time, funnily enough, to Hamilton. We're back down to 9 seconds. Try and gain it back through the bus stop here. I think we've actually gotten slower through that bus stop. We've got a bit of a slide coming out at the back side of it there. Yep, we don't go fastest. Penultimate lap now here. Through La Source. Now, how's our fuel looking? Oh, we're still very good. 10.9 seconds. Vettel's gotten himself up into second. Oh, that's not good. It's not good for the Ricciardo factor too, because Ricciardo not in the top 3. So Vettel's going to increase his lead over all of us. Well, over Ricciardo at least. Obviously, I'm going to be technically taking points out of him, given that I am going to win this Grand Prix. So I'll be taking only 7 points out of the guy. But I guess in terms of the other positions, if I want to finish top 5 and potentially top 3, because in one win I leaped up from bottom to 10th. So just goes to show that how little points other drivers had scored. And this should move me up a few places too in the championship. Although, you know, people like Grosjean and Ricciardo, well, obviously Ricciardo, but Grosjean obviously won that race for Haas in Austria, so he'll be a little bit ahead of me, I feel, given the other points finishes he would have achieved this season. Okay. Cousin Johnny for the penultimate time. And of course the penultimate race we'll ever have. Here to see Cousin Johnny. Aw, sad. Sadness. 12.5 seconds over Vettel. Come on, Louis. Lulu, you're having a terrible championship year, Lewis. I should definitely beat Lewis this year based on where he's finishing. Alright. Last lap. Here we go. 1.6 seconds slower on that lap than my fastest. Well, it doesn't really matter. A quick little Gansky at the fuel. We're all good there, bro. So we waltz our way here to a 13.2 second lead. I'm still intrigued to do like a 100% full lap race on like the easiest difficulty, like the best car, like around Monza, to see how many times I can lap the field. I think that would be fascinating. We go fastest by 0.04 of a second, if you don't mind. In terms of our fastest lap, that is, of course. Oh, get a bit of curve. Oh, we're going to run ourselves wide here, but it's not going to matter. We're too far ahead. Major would have to go. We're running ourselves ragged here on this last lap. Plenty of time up our sleeves, but we'll be... Whoa, 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 whoa! And I just somehow... Whoa! Don't know what happened there. I got launched into the air. Riding the curbs. Wow, that was a scary moment. It's a shame that happened on the last lap because I have to fast forward all the way through to get that on a replay, so I'm not going to do that, but... Holy hell, that scared the crap out of me. I know I could have paused it to go back for the replay there technically, but... Gee, willy winkies, that scared me. Launched myself in the air. Was it Austria that had that massive airborne crash? Well, I'm still 13.9 seconds ahead. We're about to go through the bus stop for the last time in this Grand Prix, and we will win the Belgian Grand Prix for back-to-back victories. And a happy chappy goes across the line. Well done.
Yes, you've done it. Well done.
That's what I just said, Jeffrey. Alrighty. Whew, that little incident there. Gee Willis. Gee Willis. Gee Willis? Gee Willies. A little bit of wee came out there. Probably a little bit of poo too. Oh, let's skip the podium. Whoops. What are we going now? We only move up into 9th actually, so we have to win a few more races to get a top 5. We're still what is that? 70 points out of the top 5. So a long way to go. Constructors, do we move up anywhere? Not really. Well, we survived. We're off to Italy. We should win in Italy. Just really be the 3 Asian ones that always are a little bit tricky, particularly Singapore and Japan. Jeez, that last bit, wow. Let's find ourselves here anytime soon. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, look, our reputation is going up. Yay. Cool. Alright, we'll see you in Italy, folks. Like, subscribe, comment. Next tune, Casual Gamer Oz. We'll speak to you in Italy. Good night.